Okay. I do love videos about character identity. I don't know if I'm gonna post this on YouTube. He's the counter hit Paragon? Is he really the king of counter hits? And 72, right? So he's comparing to Tekken 7. Yeah. Tekken 8, his back one does 10 damage on that. Yes, it does. Significantly less damage. Yeah. Oh dear lord. He's gonna do a video on how Steve lost his identity. And say that, oh my god, he used to be the king of counter hits. Compares to Tekken 7. He's about to shoot himself in the dick. I'm gonna explain it soon. It's actually the opposite. Steve in Tekken 7 has almost no identity compared to Steve in Tekken 8, who has way more identity. And his back one stands out way the fuck more in Tekken 8 than it does in Tekken 7, where every character has a similar attack. And also, this guy is going to talk about counter hit Paragon, but the reality is like Steve in Tekken 7 can vortex 50-50, like a lot of characters. Downback 3 down, downback 3 2, stomp, knockdown, into guaranteed Albatross 2, into vortex. He can vortex with that, especially at the wall. And he can also punish really well. He has back 2 is a launcher at 17 frames in Tekken 7. So he can, like other characters, launch punish stuff at minus 17 standing. This was removed in Tekken 8, and he's actually the only character in the game now who will block something that's minus 20, or like King's Atlas Hammer, and Steve can't launch. Utility character. But that's what this guy has to understand who's made this video. It's like, oh my god, Steve's back one is so nerfed. Like, Steve's back one is super unique in Tekken 8. It's a 13 frame, big hitbox, meaty hitbox, 13 frame counter hit launching high that recovers very quickly on whiff, and on block is -1. When you go into Flicker, cancel. -1. In Tekken 7, Steve was beaten by Magic 4s. Everyone had an 11 to 12 frame Magic 4 that was safe on block. And everyone else, even King, did you know King didn't even use Froze in Tekken 7? All the characters played Magic 4, or everyone played Steve's game plan. Even King, 12 frame back 1. Counter hit launcher, safe on block. Armor King, how did he play? Back 1, 12 frame counter hit launcher. Even Kazuya had a 12 frame counter hit launching high. That was his best move against Steve. Noctis up for the 1. Almost any character, even Brian, 12 frame Magic 4. Every character played Steve's game plan. If you look at pro play in Tekken 7, it's small Tekken, it's poking, and then it's Magic 4 gameplay, or Steve back 1 style, or it's the big long range homing safe mid counter hit launcher that is safe on block. Like King's forward 1, like Asuka's forward 3. Tons of character had a move of that type. So Tekken 7 was a much more homogenized cast, even when compared to Tag 2 that was prior. Like Tekken 7 homogenized the cast a lot. And especially Steve, I would say, with Vortex utility, everyone had a back 1. They even gave him a block punish launcher, you know. But in this game, like, Steve really stands out. He has the back 1 now. No one else really has a move of that type anymore. So he's very unique, and he no longer vortexes, you know, with down back 3-2. And he has now the worst punishment. They nerfed his punishment. Only character that will block something -20 and not launch you. So it's actually the complete opposite. Like, he has much more identity than in Tekken 7. Everyone is not playing his game plan now, you know. Very strong move. So now I believe he's going to say, look at these counter hits on these other characters. Great counter hit utility. Absolutely. But you gotta understand, this is very different to a high that is 13 frames fast, very hard to whiff punish, and is -1 on block. But all of that was removed. It's like Jin's down for 2, Heihachi down for 2, Devil Jin down for 2, all of that stuff was removed. Because they didn't want all the characters having super strong counter launching tools. Yeah, but that was a universal change to the game, to Tekken. It happened to all characters. Here they had to nerf it, right? I feel like he's missing the point. They actually nerfed counter hit utility so hard across the board that a lot of top players were convinced, and this was before we saw his trailer, they were convinced his back one was gone. They were like, oh, they removed all of those moves. King's back one is gone, all magic 4s are gone, it's all gone. Steve's not gonna have that. And then lo and behold, he has his back one. And suddenly he's super unique. Yeah. I know what we're looking at right now, big damage or slowest heat dash launch. Okay, so this, in my opinion, here you have to mention... So now he shows Rocket Launcher. The move is 16 frames, right? And the input makes it at least 18, 19. Yeah. Thank you, Spiker. Yeah, but this move is fully bufferable from any animation. Which means you can block stagger immediately into a 16-frame Rocket Launcher. Most people will do like a jab down for 1, or any move, to be honest, on block, and then do a Rocket Launcher in your face. So it's fully bufferable. So it can come out at instant 16 if a Steve player, you know, places it well. But this is a crazy good move. Like, it's crazy good. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, even if you don't heat dash out of a Rocket Launcher, it's -3 on block. -3. Like, it's a very good move. It's over. Smash! I mean, yeah, it's true. Like, those characters are stronger than Steve, and they hit harder. That's true. I'm not sure what this has to do with identity, though. The character with no identity. He's never been, like, the high damage character. Even if you had a better wall combo in Tekken 7, he was never seen as a high damage character. On his lows, right? Yeah, but you know, speaking of identity, man who has made this video, don't you prefer this if you want identity? Damek 3-2 into Lionheart mix-up. Isn't that more fun than having another character that vortexes you with a knockdown low into a guaranteed follow-up? That this was in Tekken 7. He would Damek 3-2 you fall on your ass, and then you get back to your feet, and he runs up and he can have a rocket launcher or Damek 3-2 again, and it's unseeable 50-50. Isn't this more interesting? Takes a Lionheart mix-up instead? I mean, in my opinion, this is more interesting, and it's more identity. He's more unique. But that's, you know, that's how I see it. Opinions. This character, ever since Tekken 4, so through all of history, was never meant to have good lows. In Tekken 5, he was the best character in the game. Well, maybe his mom was stronger, Nina, and that was without using lows. Like, this character has never been about the lows. It's about his super unique moveset, all centered around a 13-frame counter at launcher that's -1 on block, that's super good on whiff, and then using his duck, sways, outfox, cancels, and then mind gaming with strings and frames and stances. That's it. And the fact that he plays small Tekken so well, he's so safe. He's so safe. If he stands far away from you, outfox is quite safe, back one is super safe, right? He takes very small risks, and he stands to gain a lot. If you press into a back one, you kind of die, you know? But he didn't take a big risk. And then when he goes in, he doesn't use lows. He uses 1-to-1 stances, and he stresses your guard. And while doing this, he stays super safe. And you can't really step him because he has so much tracking built in. That's the character. That's it. Yeah, but he's not meant to have good lows. That's why that low is so pathetic. That's why it's so pathetic. Because this is his character design. Yeah. Yeah, let's compare to Scourge. Let's compare to the character who's a complete fucking joke. Yeah, let's do that to Steve as well. I don't like this low either. Talked about this earlier today. I wish they would remove this. Again, Kazuya's is slightly less insufferable than Jin's because Jin's tracks more and is 1 frame faster. But I don't like this low either. I don't like this. I only want his Tekken 7 down for 2 back. Oh, you want Shiro back? Shiro was really cool. Although I'm just unsure if it would make him more interesting. It would make him execution-wise more interesting. But I don't know if we need more characters with it's so safe down for 2. You know, it's -2 if you duck cancel out of it. And I don't know if we need more of that stuff. But back one, I think they removed Shiro because they were like, okay, we've removed everything that's like back one. We're still gonna allow Steve to have that shit, you know? We're gonna reduce the damage of a back one because this move is now completely unique. And then I think they felt like, okay, down for 2 is gonna have to go. Because now we've given him Lionheart and that's the type of pressure. And but again, if someone argues like this guy that Steve should have Shiro again, I wouldn't strictly oppose it, but I'm unsure it would make him more interesting. Execution-wise, more interesting. Although it's still hard to do with down for 2, duck cancel, wild man. It's hard. But interesting video, great effort. But the character with no identity, sorry, it's the complete opposite for me. It's the complete opposite. In Tekken 7, everyone plays his playstyle. Everyone has back one. Everyone is looking for low parry. Everyone has big mid counter hit. Everyone plays like Steve. And Steve also had a vortex. He also had a standing punishing launcher. Like, he's way more unique in Tekken 8, and it's not even close. So character with no identity, I just don't buy it at all. He stands out much more in Tekken 8. But that's my opinion. Yes.